It's a very, very special of Battlefield Weekly. We're live from Gamescom. Welcome to you. Thanks for joining us if you are watching on twitch.tv/battlefield and mixer.com/battlefield. Sound off in the chat, say hello to us. We would love to hear to you. I'm Freeman, EA's UK Community Manager. I'm here with you for the next hour with a very special episode. We've got plenty of guests, lots of Battlefield news to recap for you this week. In just a moment, you're going to be hearing from some of our top Battlefield content creators and streamers. They're here with us in Germany. They're here with us to talk to you about what they've seen and what they've played. But coming up on the show, we've also got the team coming to you from Xbox. We have a very special piece of hardware to show you today. You might have caught it yesterday on the stream, so stick around for that. We've also got the gang joining us from NVIDIA. For those of you who tuned into the news on Monday, you will know that we have announced some shiny new technology that's coming to Battlefield on PC. So they'll be here to tell you a lot more about that. And finishing up today, Mr. Jeff Braddock. He will be here with me answering your questions. So throughout the show today, drop your questions into the chat. We're keeping an eye on it all stream, and we'll be answering those questions for you at the very top of the show. So yes, stick around. Great episode for you. But joining me here, we do of course have your favorite Battlefield content creators and streamers. They've been here with us in Germany here at Gamescom. First up, Moonlight Wolf, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Happy
Are
to
you
be
well?
Here. I'm well.
Yeah. We also have, of course, Pathogen.
Oh, yeah.
We need at least one local, really, just to help us acclimatise.
Guten Tag.
And we, of course, brought Jade. Jade is here, friend of Battlefield Weekly.
I love going on Battlefield Weekly. It's just such a great time. Like, it's a meme. It's a real meme.
Right, let's get right to it then, because you guys, you've played what we've had to show here. We've got a brand new map that's not been shown before, Rotterdam. We saw glimpses of it last week in the trailer. So yeah, let's get to that first off. You've played it. What do you think? You like it?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's an awesome map. It not only looks beautiful, but it also plays beautifully. The flow in the map and the engagements, different kinds of environments. It's a very awesome map. It's perfect for me.
Yeah. Do you guys like the urban maps that we've added into Battlefield the last few years? I'm terrible with them. Like, I just get slaughtered on them. But
you do have to adapt your play style, that's for sure. But there's so many ways you can do that, to be honest. But yeah, I usually am the same as you. I'm usually not a fan of the close quarters kind of maps, but this is actually a really fun map. I've super enjoyed it, and the tank action's ridiculous.
Tank action is ridiculous. I like the verticality. Did you guys get up on the tram line?
Yeah,
shoot down to it? Oh my god.
I think the verticality is what makes this map so refreshing, just because the close-up maps can be very like claustrophobic at point in times, but now there's water, there's trains, there's elevation, there's hiding in the homes, plus, you know, there's a lot. You guys will see a lot, but there's just so much, so it makes it more exciting.
I remember that map is coming to everyone in our open beta next month. More on that a little later on, but you will get to play it. It's the good news. But actually, you guys have been able to play quite a bit of Battlefield over the last few months through the various alpha tests that we've done, even the one that finished most recently, and now you've played this. Like, what's excited you about the changes you've seen so far?
Wow.
So many, isn't it?
So many. It's crazy to see how a game comes together over time and how the pieces fit together, and it's all the gameplay elements work with each other. And using them for the first time, not only talking about them, but then actually using them and playing the weapons like they're supposed to behave. So
that's a nice change, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the movement now. The movement feels a lot more slick.
Oh yeah, it's fluid. It's fluid.
Insanely good.
Yeah. Being able to grab on ledges.
In this build, you can now hold to die faster. That's a weird thing to kind of say.
It's a good thing though. It was needed. It's definitely improved the gameplay. It speeds it up, because there was a time during the alpha, obviously, where we kind of, I think everyone agreed that we wanted to bleed out a bit quicker. So yeah, it's cool that we can do that now. Get back into the action.
You feel like you're always in control, not only when you're alive, but also when you're about to die. So that's a good aspect.
Strange time to be in control of things, really. But
control
hey,
of your death. That sounds normal.
Let's get to the rest of the news then that we've seen this week. So Monday, very special news coming out of NVIDIA. There's a conference here in Cologne in Germany, which you guys were at. You guys have played this amazing new technology, ray tracing. It's now coming to Battlefield 5. What did you think?
I thought it was exciting.
Yeah?
So I heard about the whole being able to see reflections through the windows thing. So actually me and Eco went and found a window on the same team to see like if we could see each other. Plus, I saw someone all the way like across the map, almost like all the way on the other side of the street, running past. So it looked great. Being able to see reflections was a big change for immersiveness in the game.
I did catch a little glimpse of you playing over your shoulder. I saw you dancing up and down, just admiring your own reflection. Vanity is now in Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. How about that? But yeah, exciting though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday then, Xbox had their Inside Xbox stream. New trailer dropped, the company, and new hardware shown. But let's talk about that trailer. What did you guys catch in that trailer that caught your eye? What got you excited?
Customization. Yeah. I know that's a topic that some people are a bit mixed feelings about, but it's actually really well done.
Yeah.
And it does fit in with the time period. Well, I mean, as much as it can do, and it's just a nice addition, I think. I really personally enjoyed it. I like to black out my guns, so it's just what I did when we were playing earlier today. Yeah. So yeah.
How about yourself, Moonlight? What did you catch? Anything exciting?
That was the first thing.
Yeah?
For sure. I think it's the first thing for a lot of people, actually, and the other trailers as well, but we got to see a little bit more about customizations. I saw something about a skill tree there, so we're going to get more information on that.
This is new.
Yeah, this is new.
More information is actually available on that, slightly more information. If you go to our blog, battlefield.com/news, you'll actually catch a few more glimpses of that. But yeah, this is new for Battlefield. We've not done this before, so lots of depth added to the company. How about you, Thomas?
Yeah, for me it's definitely the Tides of War aspect. Not only what comes with the release, but also what comes afterwards. What kind of stories will be told with different maps and other areas and guns, new weapons, new tanks, and all that stuff. I'm very, very excited what we will see.
Free as well. No one's having to buy this stuff. For free.
I like that.
No premium pass. Woo.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the good news is that again we've had these guys here, along with again your favorite content creators, YouTubers, streamers. They've been capturing all this amazing footage, and it's going to be available on August 31st. So whoever you watch usually, make sure you're subscribed to them, make sure you're following them, because that's when you'll be able to catch all the action here from Gamescom. But they'll be able to see your guys' interpretation of this too, and hear a lot more from you guys. But where are we going to be able to find you guys on the internet? Moonlight, where can people find you and follow you?
I am Mixer.com, Moonlight Wolf. Moonlight, not lit.
Yeah. Follow the channel, she'll appreciate that. How about you, Pathogen?
I'm on YouTube. I'm with the Suicide Buggy Squad, and we do live gameplays, commentaries, and all kinds of shenanigans together.
Yeah. And Jade?
You can find me on facebook.com/JadeSura.
Okay.
There we go.
Dead easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep an eye out for that, guys. Again, that's August 31st. Again, thank you very much for you guys for being here on Battlefield Weekly in Germany. Enjoy the rest of Gamescom.
Gamescom.
Okay, still to come. Coming up next, we do have the gang from Xbox. They are here. Xbox Live's Major Nelson and AC Bongos. They're bringing a very special new Xbox One X bundle to show you. We also, again, have the guys from NVIDIA. They're on the way to us. They are going to be talking to you in a lot more detail about that ray tracing detail that we were talking about just a moment ago. Again, make sure you're sending us your questions too. If you want to know something about Battlefield, drop it in the chat, because we'll be keeping an eye out for them. Me and Jeff will talk you through those at the end. Right, before we get to that then, let's take a look at that trailer we were talking about, the company. Here it is for you, and when we're back, we'll be here with the team from Xbox.
In Battlefield 5, you have more ways than ever to turn the battlefield to your advantage. It all starts with your company, your personalized unit of soldiers, weapons, and vehicles. More than ever, playing as a squad is key to success in Battlefield 5, so make sure to collect all the tools and gear you need to win the battle. We are bringing more depth to our known classes with the introduction of combat roles. The Recon can specialize in long-range shooting, spotting, or stealth. The Assaults become versatile in how they engage the enemy. The Medics have more ways to keep their squad alive. And the Support can now provide backup with new attrition and fortification systems. For the first time in Battlefield, each combat role has a unique loadout and unique abilities, and over time, you will get access to more combat roles. Define how your weapon feels and performs on the battlefield. As you play and progress, you'll unlock tactical choices that affect how your weapons and vehicles look and perform. Complete daily orders or take on special assignments to equip your company with new gear, weapons, and vehicles. As your company progresses, you will earn new items to visually personalize your company. You can customize your soldiers from top to bottom. Weapons can be personalized too. Now you get to decide how they look and play. Your company's look is up to you. Highlight your gameplay achievements from your journey through World War II, or be completely creative by designing a unique look. With Tides of War, you'll embark through humanity's greatest conflict, giving more gear to grow your company. Whether it's how you choose to look or how you choose to play, in Battlefield 5, you'll never be the same.
The whole French back line.
Welcome back, folks. This is Battlefield Weekly. If you are just joining us, hello to you. We're live on twitch.tv/battlefield and mixer.com/battlefield. We're live from Gamescom as well. How about that? Taking you on the road this year. Joining me for this next part, we do have Xbox Live's Major Nelson, Larry Herb, and of course AC Bongos. Gentlemen,
yes.
Thanks
Hi.
for joining us.
Pleasure.
We would not miss this for the world. We're huge. We have history with Battlefield.
You do,
to say the least.
How's your Gamescom going?
It's lovely. I mean, this is one of our favorite shows of the year. It's just always overwhelming after E3, which is a wonderful show, but it's a fraction of this size.
Yeah, absolutely. This is my favorite show of the year.
Well,
genuinely.
you're veterans of this. You guys, you're here every year.
We were trying to work that out, weren't we? Probably
I
like
actually
10 straight or something like that.
I've been coming to the show when they used to have it in Leipzig in East Germany.
Yeah.
That was my first Gamescom, yeah, way back in the day. But it's great. I mean, you saw there's loads of footage and videos on Twitter and stuff today of the crowds outside waiting to get in, and it's crazy.
And it's not even Saturday yet.
Exactly.
No, right?
But that's what's so good about it, because it's real fans, it's real gamers coming in here and getting hands-on with games. And get a little bit of that E3, but the vibe's great at Gamescom. And what we love, I think, is that, especially if you hang around our booth, you see so many familiar faces that fans and Xbox fans and gamers that we've met at Gamescom over the years.
Yeah.
And we talk to them all the time on Twitter, and this is the time of year where we actually get to see them in person.
Not only do we get to see them, but then later this week we're doing a fan fest event. We're putting them on a boat and we're going down the Rhine.
That's
right.
Or
up the Rhine.
Yeah.
I don't know, so we're going one direction. Perhaps
down.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, you two you're no stranger to Battlefield. You guys, you're seasoned in this.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do remember a few years back, launch of Battlefield 4.
Yep.
You two weren't exactly best of friends here because you went in for Battlefield 4, the showdown.
That's right.
It was Team USA versus Team Europe.
Yeah, I would say it was a very difficult time in our relationship, wasn't it? A fractious time.
I am proud to say, here's some of the video here.
Look at that jacket.
Right. Look at that jacket. Look at that.
Do you know what? That jacket I absolutely loved. Someone stole it from set, and I found out who stole it the other day. So I'm going to hunt that person down and get that jacket back.
This was before I had pins.
Before you had pins?
I didn't even have my pin
badges,
on. Yeah. But I do remember this. We wouldn't even... Look at the standoff look.
You won't be surprised to know that was after I got beaten in the challenge.
That's right.
Yeah, I was not happy.
That was a lot of fun. That was one of the best... I mean, sincerely, that was one of the best events we've ever done. Graham and I have done a lot of events together. This was just spectacular.
It was great fun.
But you're still friends. That's
Absolutely.
what matters.
Oh yeah. I mean, we obviously hammed it up for the camera, but like the competition on the night was properly genuine. Like I mean, I was not happy by the end of the night.
It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
I just loved how much you cheated, Larry. Well, not cheated, but you recruited DICE's own developers. Meanwhile, he's going for the celebrities and the famous, beautiful faces, but you were like, no, I want to win this. You played to win.
I love everybody, but it was, look at this. Look at that stern look you're giving me.
I know, I was not happy.
I
remember cracking a nice joke about your Hugh Hefner jacket.
That's right, I do remember that. But yeah, it was a lovely event. No, it ended poorly for Graham.
I think the big difference was, so I was representing Team Europe, obviously. Right. Now we had probably 6 or 7 languages represented on the team. Yeah. So communication was a real issue for us, right? And we did what we could, and we had amazing individual players, but what Larry's Team USA did phenomenally well was, in true Battlefield style, they played the team game. Everyone knew their role. You had it really well organized, and they executed to precision.
They did. I mean, I wish I could say I coached them. They did it all themselves. The reason Graham and I were there, obviously, to represent our respective regions, but but also because Battlefield 4 introduced the mode of the commander mode.
That's right,
and being able to control and command, and that's really what we did, and it was a great example of that.
And I don't want to make a big deal of it, but I think if you go back and check the tape, you will see that my commander score was significantly higher than Larry's. But I don't want to go on about it. But if you do want to go back and check it, I think it should be
several years.
I gotta give it to you.
I don't want to make a big deal of it.
It was.
But, you know, yeah, that's a fact.
Okay, but then this week, bringing you back to the present.
Yes.
Exciting Battlefield announces last night on Inside Xbox.
Yep, absolutely.
Not only did you debut that new company trailer that we just took a moment ago, or we will be taking a look at, but you guys also had some new hardware to show off.
That's right.
And we have it here with us.
This is the beauty right in front of us, and this is an incredible console. If you can take a look at it, this is the Xbox One X Gold Rush Special Edition Battlefield 5 bundle. I mean, if you look at this is really significant because this is the very first Special Edition bundle we've done for an Xbox One X, which, as you know, is the world's most powerful console.
There you are.
So it has 1 terabyte inside. It's got this great dark gray to gold design. I mean, look at that. It looks beautiful. It's got a matching wireless controller. It's got the full game downloads of Battlefield 5 Deluxe Edition and one of my favorite Battlefields, 1943. I love that game.
There you go.
I played so much of that game when it came. I'm still playing it now with back and pat.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. You get 1 month of EA access, so you can chew on all those games there. We'll give you 1 month of a Game Pass trial and 2 weeks of Xbox Live Gold. So this is the bundle that you want to get your hands on, all for $4.99. That's in euros, dollars, and it's £4.49 in the UK, correct?
That's right.
So
well done.
Yeah. It looks gorgeous, though.
Nicely rattled that off. Yeah, I was really excited to reveal this because I do a lot of work with the Xbox hardware team. Because I work on the social media team. So I've been looking at this for the past 4 or 5 weeks, working on assets. The thing is absolutely gorgeous. And it's amazing to talk to the console design team about some of the inspirations behind this. This gradient effect on it is something that we've done on controllers before, right? We have our Shadow series of controllers that have that gradient. And we know that our fans love it. So the design team were like, well, let's try it out on a console and see what happens. And they tried a bunch of different gradient effects. Some heavier than others, and they landed up on this one. And I think the thing I really like about it is that it's elegant, right? It's subtle. It's not overly in your face, but that gradient effect really pops when the light hits the console. But if you've got it sitting next to your entertainment unit in your living room or your bedroom or wherever like that, it doesn't it's not garish. It's cool, it looks really slick and sleek, but it's got that really nice effect on it as well.
And to Graham's point, that's really hard to do. I mean, I've been in the lab and we see lots of designs of how about this or a stripe down the center, crazy stuff, which looks great when you're lit up and you're on a studio like this, but when you get it home and slide it into your entertainment, it doesn't pass muster all the time. So you have to really design it to fit into your ecosystem at home, and that's tough to do.
Yeah, and the design team wanted to, the colors on here, it's like a gunmetal gray, which clearly recalls World War II weaponry, firearms. Yeah, you've got the gold, which it recalls in some ways like bullet casings, artillery shells, things like that. But the gold as well also kind of represents the heroism, of the heroes of World War II and some of the, the characters you'll be playing in Battlefield 5 as well. So that's a really nice touch. And one little last detail I'd love to touch on is the Nexus. The Xbox button on the console and on the controller as well has this really nice kind of rose gold effect that ties in with the console as well. And that's something we don't do that often on.
No, in fact, we've got a pretty strict brand team that won't let it. I mean, everybody knows the Xbox logo around the world. Millions of people know. So how you treat that is something that also has to be thought of, and we want to make sure that it's respectful to the Xbox heritage, but also leans into the game.
Yeah,
and it's a lovely thing here.
And of course, you're getting a ton of other stuff in that box as well. So
Absolutely.
It's nice.
The game, most importantly, we all like a bit of Battlefield.
The deluxe edition of the game, yeah.
Order it
the
now,
game
it's
itself,
available.
4K.
Yeah.
That's the best part of it, and better still, if you're playing Battlefield 1, we have a 4K update out for that too now, so you can play in 4K.
On world's most powerful console.
Done. Right, gentlemen, stick around, because every week we are, of course, asking for you guys to send us your best only in Battlefield moments. You have done just that, and this week we've got the best of the Battlefield 5 clips you've sent in so far from our early alphas. So here's this week's Clips of the Week. All right then, first on Clips of the Week. Check out this mad kill streak.
Double. Wow. A nice squad wipe in there as well.
Pulls out his sidearm, finishes it off.
I love this poor guy who's just oblivious to it all, just lying the wrong way.
That's usually me running the wrong way.
Now he's still going at it with the sidearm. He doesn't reload his primary. That is fascinating. There he goes. Okay.
Next up, we have NCal 001.
Oh, he's not going to take it.
Yes, what? He is. Good night.
I love how he queued it up with his reticle and his submachine gun first.
Here's the roof shot.
Oh, that does not...
Triple kill, 1 bullet.
That's against the Geneva Convention.
I need to roll that back and look at that. Was impressive. I mean, these are all impressive, but that was just unbelievable.
Here's Umar Kings then.
Scoping. Oh,
didn't even see the guy. I didn't even see him. All right, you're done. And there's one more, and you're done.
That's incredible. Just keep them coming.
Next up, we have I am N01.
Okay. Take that guy out first.
A lot of very talented snipers in Battlefield 5 we've seen so far.
God, and I notice how they're doing it effortlessly. Like, if I were to get a shot like that, I'd stay on it and savor the fact. But no, these guys are going right in.
Oh, this is...
He doesn't even know. Look at this.
What a gift this is.
This is stealth style.
How come I never run into 3 people facing the wrong way from me completely?
And none of them are putting out, except for this guy. And he goes after him with a knife. And he's done.
Love the dedication from Pioneer from UA. Next up, we have Varox.
Good.
Nice shot. No, you can crawl all you want. And nope, see you too. And
we get a 5.
How did you get that? I didn't even see that. All right, here we go. Wait for it.
No way.
Wait for it.
Ridiculous.
Those are the Battlefield moments that I love.
If we ever do Battlefield Showdown again,
I want those guys on my team.
No, listen, I've called dibs on it. You knew where I was going with
50-50.
I've got them all. We'll sort that out off camera. That'll be fine. Hey, Freeman, I did want to just call out as well. That's not the only Battlefield 5 bundle we have.
No, we've got a couple more.
Yeah.
We've got the, so this is the one that's got the custom design. This is our hero. It's beautiful. We also have the Xbox One X 1 terabyte Battlefield 5 bundle, which is a Xbox One X, and that also comes with a full download of the Battlefield 5 Deluxe Edition. We'll throw in a month of Game Pass and 2 weeks of Xbox Live Gold. So that's one. Now, if you're not ready for the X and you want to stay down at the Xbox One S, also we've got a 1 terabyte Battlefield 5 bundle. That includes the 1 terabyte console Xbox One S, the full game download, a month of Game Pass, and 2 weeks of Xbox Live Gold. Those little guys plugging along at $299. The last one's $299 or £249.
I want one.
That's right.
So we've got something for, just like Battlefield, where there's something for everybody to do. We've got a console for everybody.
Professional,
whose suitcase is this one going home in?
That is a good question.
I noticed you've got a suitcase back there.
Just ready in case, if you just look over there and I'll just...
You know, it's something really cool as well that everyone should know. The special edition, this one here, the Gold Rush, is the same price as the Xbox One X standard bundle, okay? So if you're going to go for this, if you're going to get pre-ordering, then go for that now. You won't pay a penny more for the special edition.
And these are available again to pre-order on the Xbox Store.
Right now.
You can, right now. They are releasing on October the 16th?
16th.
Yeah, so you can pre-order now, and then when the game comes out.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Yeah. So you can, of course, pre-order Battlefield 5. You can pre-order this console. Do check out the link that's available on the screen there. That will let you go ahead and do that. Again, do remember, if you are getting the deluxe edition of the game, you are going to get in on early access if you are pre-ordering, so you will be able to play early. That will be, again, on the 16th. And don't forget as well, on Xbox, if you subscribe to EA Access, Early Access 2, that will start on October the 11th. I'm looking forward to this, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to playing this. Again, open beta is starting in early September. You'll send me a party invite, right? We'll squad out. Yeah, we'll record some of those clips of the week. We'll get some sent in.
The party, I'll tell you that right now.
I will definitely be in clips of the week.
Yeah,
but you'll not be looking through my eyes.
Right, we'll be seeing you. Okay,
look for AC Bongos on the kill feed.
Over and over again.
Please do send in your clips of the week on any Battlefield game. We'd love to see them. The link will be in the chat. Right, thanks very much to these guys. Coming up next, we do have the team here from NVIDIA. Dice is technical director, and technical director from NVIDIA are here to talk to you a lot more about that new technology. And I'll be finishing up the show with Mr. Jeff Braddock. We'll be sitting here on the couch taking your questions, so keep them coming in the chat. But gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you back.
Thank you for having us.
It's
always great to come over and talk to. Love the Battlefield crew, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody else on the battlefield.
Okay, enjoy the rest of your Gamescom, gentlemen.
Likewise.
Right, as we say, coming up next, we do have the gang from NVIDIA, but let's give ourselves a reminder of what we saw on Monday for the very first time. Let's take a look at this clip. Incredible. Well, welcome back to Battlefield Weekly, folks. My name's Freeman, EA's UK Community Manager. Thanks for joining us wherever you're watching. If you are watching on twitch.tv or you're watching on Mixer, say hello in the chat. We would love to hear from you. And keep your questions coming, because we do want to get those questions answered for you at the end of the show. Right, as promised then, we've just seen something absolutely incredible. That was debuted on Monday night at the NVIDIA press conference. And joining me now, two very, very special guests from NVIDIA, John Jensen, and of course, from DICE, Christian Holmquist. Thanks very much for joining us, gentlemen.
Pleasure.
How's your week been?
It's been really fun.
Yeah?
Had a lot of fun here to show off the work we've been doing.
Yeah. Enjoying it so far? Enjoying the reaction that we've had to this amazing tech?
Oh yeah, we love creating a reaction, especially of this sort, so yeah, great fun.
Okay, so let's recap then the news that has come out of Monday. So we've got new hardware coming for PC users, and we've got this amazing new technology, ray tracing. Talk to us about it. Remind us what this is.
So I've just hot-footed it here from our celebration of gaming event, which we've been holding around the corner. And on Monday, our CEO and founder, Jensen Huang, unveiled our new generation of GeForce GPUs with RTX ray tracing technology. And as part of that unveiling, we were able to reveal the work that we've been doing over the last few months, I guess getting on for a year now, Christian, maybe?
Yeah, it's been about a year, I would say.
Yeah. Which we've been desperate to show to the world, showing how we've been creating RTX ray trace powered effects for Battlefield 5.
And we have, again, been floored at the reaction we've seen from Battlefield fans. Again, we showed off so many awesome, amazing new clips showing off this ray tracing. We had it there side by side with how beautiful the game looks even without it, but when you turn it on, oh, it looks good. It looks good. Where did this process start for you guys? When did you sit down and say, right, this is what we're working on, this is what we're going to make happen for our Battlefield fans?
I think we started about like a year ago. Yeah. These guys showed up with a really interesting presentation. That honestly I didn't think would be that relevant for me working on Battlefield 5 at the time, because it seemed something for the future, like a preparation for something to come at some point in time. But I did have a very interesting little meeting at the end of my day, that same day. It was the first time I met JJ, and they said like, hey, we think that we will have this time stuff ready in time for you to start working on it and to actually get it into Battlefield 5. And that was sort of the starting point to map out what part of RTX we would use, or RDX are. What feature set would it be? Because we have seen different things. We have seen improved shadow quality on shadows. We have seen ambient occlusion. We have seen GI. We have seen the reflections. So we had all these different options that we looked at. With DICE, we thought that reflections is going to be really, really cool, sort of difficult too. So that was a challenge that I think was appropriate for us to do. So yeah, it's really cool and fun, especially fun to show it, and that people really, really liked it. So it's been a great week.
And talk to us then in detail about this tech that we're kind of seeing and running onto the stream here. Like, what's been that really cool, amazing moment for you when you've seen this and said, oh, we did it, we made it happen?
You want to start?
I guess it's useful to understand what ray tracing is.
Yeah.
So ray tracing is often referred to as the holy grail of computer graphics, and with good reason, because ray tracing is the closest thing we know how to do that effectively models how the real world processes light. So computer games today use something we call rasterization. And rasterization works by considering, okay, I've got a triangle I want to show on screen, solve the problem of telling me which pixels are covered by that triangle and what they should contain. And that's rasterization. Ray tracing turns that completely on its head and asks, okay, for a pixel I can see and the ray I'm looking along through that pixel, what triangles do I hit and what properties exist on that triangle at that hit point? And by turning the problem on its head, we can simulate the way the visuals of the scene works in a way that's closer to how reality acts. We can obey the laws of physics when we render the game. And that is why we can access a high level of visual quality, as you can see on things like the reflections here. My favorite part, by far, and the thing that kind of brought a tear to my eye when I saw it on the big screen at our CEO's keynote, is the flamethrower, that huge arc of fire coming from the Churchill crocodile tank, and I think it's something like 150 meters range that thing has on it, and just pumping that thing out down the street, and you can see it reflected in everything. Beautiful.
It's stunning. I'm convinced if I was to walk into NVIDIA HQ, I'd just find wizards just working away on this technology. But no, this has been really impressive. And again, this is not just something that you're software patching into existing cards. This is enabled by new hardware. So you've got new hardware coming as well.
That's right. Ray tracing is very difficult to do. So if you consider the problem of shooting a ray into the scene and then trying to find out which out of several million triangles that ray hits, you can imagine that could take a long time potentially. Yeah. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. We've built a technology into our Turing GPUs called RT Core, which massively accelerates that process, and that's why we're able to bring ray tracing to real-time in games for the first time to such a beautiful effect in Battlefield 5.
And is this just the start for DICE in working with this amazing new technology and bringing these awesome new visuals to Battlefield?
So right now we are really heads down on finaling both the game and the XR RTX technology in itself. I think definitely that this is something for the future, because the theory and the implementation of ray tracing has been along actually for a very long time, but it's never been practical for real-time applications. And it is really a big toolbox, or another tool in the toolbox for us to use. So we can use it for reflections here, but we can also use it for other things. But right now, this is what we have done and this is what we have shown, and we really want to make this to be as good as possible for the players when we launch, which is pretty close now.
Yeah,
it's not
coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up.
So from our point of view, this is not the end.
No.
This is not the beginning of the end. This is not even the end of the beginning. We're just getting started. There's a lot we can do here.
Well, gentlemen, this is jaw-dropping. We are absolutely delighted with it, and again, I'm sure you guys are sounding off in the chat to just express your love for how awesome this looks. So this is coming then in Battlefield when it launches?
Yes, the intent is to have it available on the Day Zero patch, essentially.
Fantastic. And again, you're going to need this new hardware, and this new hardware is coming out next month.
I can show you this new hardware.
Why, you brought it. You've just tried to up the Xbox team. I like it.
Isn't it a beauty?
It's gorgeous.
Look at that cooler design. And
it has a name on it.
Don't let me hold it.
I feel of that.
Oh my goodness. I'm just going to run. No. That feels premium. I like it.
It's my favorite ever cooler design from NVIDIA. So yeah, this is the RTX 2080 Ti, which we announced on Monday, alongside the RTX 2080 and the RTX 2070. The 2080 Ti and the 2080 will be available on shelves everywhere, September the 20th. 2070 will be available in October, exact date to be confirmed. And you can pre-order this little baby on our site right now, and you can also go to our site to see our founder's keynote from Monday, which is effectively a wonderful educational and entertaining lesson about the power of ray tracing and the power of NVIDIA RTX.
And don't forget, guys, you can of course go to NVIDIA's YouTube channel, NVIDIA GeForce on YouTube, to re-watch that trailer that we played at the start of this clip. You could watch it 1,000,000 times and you'd never get bored of it, I promise. Well, gentlemen, thank you both very much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's really special. I wish you the best of luck with the launch with this. Right, guys, this is Battlefield Weekly. Coming up, we are going to be answering some of your questions. I have Jeff Braddock here with me. We're going to sit through and work some of those questions with you, so stick around. But gentlemen, thanks very much for joining us. We're going to now take a look at our Gamescom trailer that we showed last week, just because it's amazing and we want to. So let's enjoy this. This is the devastation of Rotterdam.
Games play best on Xbox One.
Welcome back to Battlefield Weekly, folks. My name's Freeman, UK Community Manager. I'm joined by Jeff Braddock.
Hey,
welcome,
buddy.
Jeff.
Good to see you,
pal. That trailer, I'm not bored of watching it yet.
So I'm at this point where I watch that trailer, I watch the beginning, and I love the song. For those that have asked, the song is House of the Rising Sun, originally done by the Animals. This is a remix, newer version. I love that song. I used to listen to it when I was a kid, and when I heard that immediately caught my attention. But the part that I watch is the very, very end of that trailer, the last 10 seconds, where you see that wall of fire. And we all know what that's about.
I think we do.
It's and that's something I'm super excited about that we can't talk about just yet.
No.
Unfortunately, as much as I want to so bad.
Hello to you in the chat if you are just joining us. We do appreciate you guys sticking around today. Hello to Abby777 over on Twitch. Hello to MK Rose. Thank you very much for joining us. I do see Bullseye in the chat there as well. He says, I watch that trailer daily, religiously.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's my alarm on my phone, I think. It just plays that to get me psyched.
I'm actually, so my current ringtone on my phone is the Battlefield 1942 music. But I'm thinking I got to change soon.
Again, do keep your questions coming in the chat, guys. We will absolutely answer them. If there's something you want to know about Battlefield, maybe you want to know something about what we've shown here at Gamescom, let's hear from you. We do want to.
I want to answer this question.
Go for it.
Or this comment from a myth. Jeff, so much metal in his face. I wonder if he has problems in airport security.
Do you?
It's all surgical steel, but it's not the metal in my face that causes me problems in airport security. I don't look like the kind of person that they want on the plane with other folks. So it's like, oh, randomly selected every time. That's awesome.
We do have a question in the chat there from Heaven523 saying, when are we going to see more about Battle Royale? Soon. TM. I know, it's the crappy answer that you're not necessarily looking for, but I promise you, we want to talk about it, and we're going to be ready to talk about it when we are.
Absolutely. It's something that it seems really, really working on, and we want to show it when we're, a while back a game was coming out, and they said we'll show you more when we're ready, and I prefer that. I like a good tease, but I'd rather us have something really dynamic to show, so that to just get people excited and get people ready to play Battlefield Royale. I mean, it's gonna be so much fun. Yeah. Wall of Fire. I still can't get over that. I'm just like, yeah, I don't watch it every single day, but at least every other day.
I saw a question in the chat just there from Drakkar25 asking when we're going to see more about single player. Because we have shown a little bit about single player so far. We did show Nordlies. We were showing that off during EA Play. But we will show more before we launch Battlefield 5. No specific dates for you, but I promise this is something the team back at DICE are incredibly passionate about. There are some incredible war stories they've got planned out for this. And I was a big fan of the first one. I was a big fan of what happened in Battlefield 1.
So what was your favorite war story in Battlefield 1? Don't be a typical Brit.
It's hard to pick. It's picking your favorite children. I did really like all of the ones with the plane. Like, and I'm genuinely Friends in High Places is fantastic, but I didn't like it because of the plane gameplay, but just the story. It takes you to places.
For me, I really liked the Lawrence of Arabia story because the main character was that Bedouin fighter. Oh goodness, I can't remember the name of it right now. I'm blanking. Just as
it's the jet lag brain.
It's the jet lag brain and the long day. But I like that because it was very open. There was multiple objectives you had to do, and you could do them not in a particular order. So it was a lot of fun. You had options, and then of course she's kind of a kick-ass fighter, and it was fun. It was fun to have that moment. But as you know, I ride a Harley, so I've got to mention Through the Mud and Blood because Black Bess, the tank, is the namesake for my Harley. So that one holds a special place in my heart as well.
Yeah. But yes, we will talk a lot more about those war stories, I absolutely promise you. Looking through the questions here, Kuki, is Braddock drunk? No, you've met Jeff, right? This is excited Jeff. This is just who he is.
Yeah, I wake up at 4 a.m. and I'm like this until about 3 a.m. and then I sleep for an hour and then I keep going.
I did spot a question there asking if we were going to see Royale in the open beta. No, but what will we see? We will see the Rotterdam map. We will see Grand Operations mode, particularly again, Narvik. Yep. We're going to be seeing that. I know a lot of you guys who've been playing on console, but following what's been happening on PC, you guys, you've actually seen this, but not played it. You're going to get to play that during the open beta.
And Grand Operations is such a cool mode because it's got those 4 days. Where you have the airborne mode where you're jumping in, then you've got the breakthrough. It's to me, I think it's going to be a really, really fun mode because I really like long matches. I like long games. Back in Battlefield 3 days, 2,000 ticket servers, matches going on for almost an hour and a half. I've got nothing going on, so I like that. And with Grand Operations, it's got that kind of longevity in a match, and also. I start off kind of slow in a match, trying to, here, let's go, whatever platform I'm on. So by the time I get really warmed up in a good Conquest match, it's almost over, and I'm like, well, I'm at the bottom half.
I found the perfect cheat to that, though. Start a support, switch to your fortifications tool, and just build fortifications.
I mean, if you're going to farm points...
Yeah, maybe. But it helps the team.
It is PTFOing. It's definitely playing the objective because you want to save your buddies. But yeah, I mean, I'm a support class in every Battlefield. I used to be play medic primarily, but since Battlefield 3, I've kind of stuck with support. I like the gadgets, the weapons, the ability to help out my team with ammo and things like that.
I've seen lots of questions in the chat that I will just point out, and it's from a whole range of different people, asking about more information on RSP and Spectator mode. We're not ready to talk about that just yet, but just know that we know you're looking for that information. And I promise you, we do want to talk to you more about what's going to come for Battlefield 5, what's going to have changed, where you're going to get to play. In particular, a lot of you guys are even just asking where you're going to see servers all over the world. Again, we can volunteer right now in the very least that for open beta, it's not going to be what we've done for our closed alpha tests. For our closed alpha tests, we naturally kept things in a much smaller area. We were very concentrated on who we were inviting to test. We kept things largely to Europe and North America, which we know left out a lot of our friends all around the world, and we have Battlefield fans all around the world. But we will be changing that for the beta.
Oh yeah, it's global.
Yeah.
All platforms global, which is super cool. And I really like the way we're doing this beta. Everybody can preload on September 3rd. Early access players, if you pre-ordered or Origin Access Premium or EA Access, you'll be able to jump in on the 4th, and then it's open to everybody on the 6th. So you get that opportunity to really, you're not wasting beta time having to download. You're going to be ready the second your spot is open. So super stoked about that. We haven't done that before.
We haven't?
We've done early access, but not global preload for everyone on all platforms.
Seeing lots of questions in the chat asking for things like weapon customization. Naturally, we did show a lot of that this week on the company trailer, showing how we can not only apply different skins, but also change up your weapon loadouts. And this is kind of a return for us, because we've done this with Battlefield 4.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't exactly there in Battlefield 1. The skins definitely were. We had some gorgeous looking skins. Some very gaudy ones too. I've been rocking a lot of gold bling thanks to the Road to Battlefield 5 campaign.
Savoya. That's my favorite skin, just because it's the black body with the gold inlay and then like almost the gold brass tips. It's ostentatious and I like it.
But yeah, weapon customization, again, we have got information already up on battlefield.com/news. If you go up, we've actually posted 2 articles over the last few days, which does a bit of a deep dive on the company trailer that you would have seen, and there is actually lots of information in there, so do go and check that out, because it is absolutely fantastic. Some tech questions there from Der Locatar. Will ray tracing be playable at 1440p 60 plus FPS? Well, I mean, we did see it running on some pretty special hardware over at NVIDIA earlier in the week.
I don't know if
it was at 1440p, but those cards are powerful.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was. I don't. I mean, I can't say for sure, but I mean, it was insanely crisp. The frames were ridiculous. I texted my wife as soon as they revealed the prices. I was like, "So hey," and she's like, "Just don't even come home if you've pre-ordered." And I'm like, "All right, then I'll see you, and then I'll pre-order from home. That way you can't kick me out of the house."
Yeah. Questions in the chat asking if your progress is going to carry over from the beta. No, we can clear that one up for you right now.
Absolutely.
So if you do jump in the beta, but maybe you're not going to have the opportunity to pick up on day one, or maybe you're not picking up the deluxe edition that gets you in a bit early, don't worry, you're not going to necessarily miss out. If there are people who go hard on that beta and they climb up the level ranks, don't sweat it. You are all going to be playing on that same open battlefield come launch of the game in October, so don't sweat that one. I also spotted another question in the chat asking about what kind of theaters we're going to see through Tides of War.
Oh, that's something that's super exciting, that we're continuing to work on with the dev team, and it's something that they really want to talk about, but we're not just ready to talk about it yet. I know we're going to have some more Tides of War content and information coming out in the coming months.
But we've shown one, Fall of Europe.
Yep.
So we can expect to see more of what happens in that campaign. A lot of what Battlefield 5 is about is the unseen, untold part of the war, and things that maybe people haven't experienced before, but maybe we will end up revisiting some old familiar places, or even new things and more stories that we haven't seen before. So a great question, thanks for dropping that in the chat. I did spot another question as well from someone asking why it is that we need to wait a week or so to show some of the amazing content that our content creators have actually captured. Easy one for you.
Fantastic question. Why is it, Adam?
Because we've flown guys from all over the world, and we want to give them the best time we can give them to make the best content.
Absolutely.
We don't want them to just upload and maybe not give you that time to really talk really creatively about things. Again, these content creators, it's the best part of our job that we get to work with them so closely, because we see how much work and effort they put into it. So thank you to them for everything that you do. But yes, that is going to drop for us on August 31st. We'll announce, I'm sure, times a bit closer to all of that, so that folks know exactly when to go looking for your favorite content creators. But do check out for that next Friday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jeff, it's been lovely having you here. Thank you to everyone who has been sending questions in the chat. Again, we will be taking a lot of these questions away so that we know what we need to answer over these next few weeks. We've got a lot more to show for Battlefield 5. but Gamescom, we're still here for a few more days. We can still keep playing. Sorry to rub that in, everyone, but...
See, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm not going to say that I'm going to keep playing. I'm totally going to keep playing.
But yeah, we are looking forward to showing you a lot more about Battlefield 5 over the coming weeks. Again, Battlefield Weekly is here every single week. Next week, we're again returned to our usual home. We're live from London on Thursdays. Again, we'll have on the Friday that amazing content drop from your favorite content creators.
Super excited about that. I think the thing that I love most about the content that the community and our creators create is just they all get to play the same thing, but they all have varied perspectives.
Yeah.
You know, you get someone, for example, who makes some good content. Flackfire. He's very analytical. He's very detailed. He's got that very almost a teacher.
Yeah.
Like style. And then you get someone, for example, like Doom, who's got his own style. I mean, everybody's got their own style, and so it's really fun to watch those different videos and get all those different perspectives. And it's so important, and you know this, it's so important, the Game Changer program, and I wanted to mention this. It's so important because it's not just about content. Like, we had an amazing, and you were there, we had an amazing feedback session, probably one of our biggest Game Changer feedback sessions ever. Normally we go about 12 to 14 folks in the room with a couple of devs and then a couple of CMs. We had about 37 Game Changers in the room. We had to conduct it like a class. People had to raise their hands. We'd ask a question, we'd have a topic, and that was really fun. But that just made my heart swell with pride because these are people who are fully invested. Their communities are invested in them, and they get to have a voice at the table to represent their communities and overall, in the larger part, the bigger Battlefield community. So it was fantastic, and lots of great takeaways, lots of great feedback on the on Rotterdam, the map they got to play. So looking forward to getting that report to our devs so we could continue to. I mean, it's called Game Changers for a reason because we changed the game based on feedback and things like that. So really looking forward to getting that in front of the devs by the end of the day so that they can continue to improve and work on Battlefield 5.
And your feedback matters too. Again, remember,
so
you'll
much.
be able to play Rotterdam during the open beta. Preload on the 3rd. If you're a deluxe edition or pre-ordered customer, I should say, you will have access early on the 4th. And as well, if you subscribe on EA Access and Origin Access, you're going to get access early too.
Yep.
And then open for everyone on the 6th, on all platforms, and in all regions, most importantly. And then, it's not long until the game's out, Jeff. October the 11th, again, if you are subscribed on EA Access or Origin Access, that's when you get to go hands-on. Otherwise, it's out the following week. Again, Deluxe Edition guys picking the game up a couple of days early, Standard Edition a few days after that.
Yep.
But it's coming up soon, it's coming up close. Right.
One other thing.
Go for it.
You know, you mentioned feedback. It's important we get the feedback of the community. If you don't know where to give feedback, I can tell you right now. So our Battlefield forums beta sections will open up on September 3rd. We absolutely want you to jump in, start talking about what you're experiencing as far as the game when you start playing it, early access on September 4th or September 6th, you know, regular open access to everyone. And then we'll have the Answer HQ. And the reason I'm differentiating these two, it's very important. General feedback conversation is primarily the Battlefield forums. Bugs and technical issues, we absolutely need you to post them on the Answer HQ because we have forums on that. And it can identify, you know, your platform, when this happened, where this happened, because those are critical for our QA teams to resolve because that's the way the game gets better and ready for launch.
Okay. So do enjoy this beta, guys, but do let us know what you think of it because that's very important.
Absolutely.
Well, Jeff, it's been lovely having you here. Thank you very much.
It's
we
always
are
lovely
going
to
go and enjoy the rest of Gamescom. But thank you very much for you guys joining us as well. Again, we're here next week. We will be live on twitch.tv/battlefield and mixer.com/battlefield. So make sure you're following the channels, you turn on your notifications so that you know when we're going live. So we'll be back next Thursday live from London. But from us here in Cologne, Germany, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Like and share if you enjoy the video and think others might benefit from this. And of course, subscribe and hit the notification button if you are new to the channel and want to be notified every time I post a video.